Well, well, well. Hope you're doing well. And thanks for checking out a bit of Song of the Week deep dive. When it comes to the choice this week in the 53rd at that for what was at radio.com, it is Stone, a raucous, fucking exquisite collective from Liverpool in the north of England. Now, first things first, got to play a really high-end intro here, made live on the air a few years back, utilizing some of YouTube's finest and free sound effects, as well as lots of reverb.
Oh, bro, it's just like...
Song of the Week! Week. That's funny, former John, isn't it? This band are absolutely incredible. The first and foremost note that needs to be made that drew me to them in the first place is the confidence, is the belief in what they're doing. And quite frankly and we'll dive into some of their live performances as well, because I just feel like this is a band that just climbs the rafters, throws themselves into the crowd, has no care for anything other than pure and adulterated joy in a moment. How can they create that energy? How can they bring people along on the ride of their coattails of that positive energy and experience and fun? Yes, I've seen clips here and there on social media, but this band is very new to me in only the last few months. For goodness sake, their debut EP was just released last Friday. They signed with Polydor, a massive label, a few months back as well when they announced the EP. They're a collective that have been playing music for all their lives in other bands, absolutely, but Stone is still very much fresh across the last couple of years. Now, context, I love context is key. Context can be found, you see. Fuck, sorry. Cheesy rhyme. First rim shot. That's just my brain had to go there. It went there, we went there, we did it, we got there. If I flick over to watching right now, undergroundengland.com is where I found some great context, to be honest with you. Firstly, Underground, who are they? If I zoom in a bit. Authentic British subculture inspired since 1981, an independent British-owned company, a subculture champion that was born out of the love of the renegade style, a touchstone for those for whom style is synonymous with intelligence, independence, and a rebellious spirit. Always forward, never back. They go on to say, what we do is propagate Britain's rebellious style heritage. Yes, yes, yes. What we support, independent record labels, live music venues and clubs, independent record stores, women in music. I found a delightfully simple but very effective article where quite simply they've said, what are you? Who are you? Where did you come from? Like, for example, who? Finley Power, Alex Smith, Elliot Gill, or Jill, and Sarah Surridge. Where from, band is based in Liverpool. Our only non-Scouse member is Sarah. That there suggests that they have replied to the very simple wordings, probably no doubt emailed toward them to fill out and send back and get it on the website. Started performing. Not when did you start performing, or they started performing. The response. Each member has been at this for years, but as Stone, 2 years. Finn and Elliot met 5 years ago and started jamming under an old outfit. Played a good few gigs together before Alex joined in 2018. Stone came when they decided to begin a new project in 2019 or 2019, whichever way you want to say it's fine, before Sarah joined in 2020. And just before COVID. We have been building, writing and recording throughout the pandemic before finally getting to deliver our sound live after September of this year and have plans to keep going throughout 2022. Here they are. Let me zoom back a bit. Step back a bit. Kiss yourself if you want to. That's your prerogative. This is a classic Liverpool sweater. Let's be clear. That's the Canadian showing in me for being in 13th year here now. For those that might be discovering this and are new to What on Earth, I'm John, by the way. Probably should have said that. This is going out initially to subscribers via patreon.com/whatwasthatradio. I worked in modern rock broadcasting for a decade. I've been involved in radio for nearly 20 years in one way or another through student radio, so on and so forth. And I left to start this, which those watching this right now, in this first week of releasing this video to patrons and wazzers, subscribers, you know this. But after a month, everything gets let into the algorithm of YouTube, and then we see who might discover us and join our community of musicologists that are focused on that modern rock. So I left to push my passions to their utmost, to start a pure modern rock radio station. And everything you need to know and can find is at whatwasthatradio.com, should you wish to go further. Thanks for being this far. And that goes to everyone. Thanks for coming this far along the journey. What are we at here? 5 minutes into the video? And for some of you, 13 years into supporting what I do? Right. So This is a classic jumper, some might say sweater. Gosh. This dates back to the mid-90s. I remember my sister coming back with the jersey that corresponded with this, the home kit that year, a Michael Owen poster, a Steven Gerrard poster. We were a household that football was religion. And it brings back some fond memories. I was just reminiscing with my partner, Jodie, yesterday about how I kind of feel when we were at football practice, some might say soccer, for Harley, her son who's 8 years old. And I just stood there and just randomly was like, I wish I could go back and almost live my childhood again with the confidence that I've learned from that journey of growing up. But obviously, that's the whole point of growing up, is learning about the nuance of every little nook and cranny of yourself, your mind, how it works, how you operate. But I've just had this feeling since in the last few days, I just would love to go back and be John now with the growth I've had and go back through childhood, because there was so much that I stayed away from because I was scared of, or I was unsure of, anxious about. But now I've got the trust and respect in myself and that confidence. Hindsight's a fascinating animal, isn't it? If we flick back to this story, they say Stone, a Finn Power vocals guitar, Sarah Surridge bass, Elliot Gill or Jill on lead guitar, and Alex Smith drums. In true Gen Z, or some might say Z fashion, Stone are a diffusion of the limitless cultures. I'm so excited to get to their music that I'm going to slow down the reading. Stone are a diffusion of the limitless cultures and subcultures they've had access to growing up in the digital age. Through their music, the band hope to capture dizzying experience of youth culture in Liverpool and the paradox of their own young adulthood as they navigate the limbo between youth and maturity. Hello. This band, and the context of that, I just think maybe that's where it came from subconsciously, was knowing I was going to be speaking about this lot today. And what drew me to Stone, what blows me away about this band, is my favorite word, authenticity. There is a cheekiness and a flair in the lyrical adventurism of what they go about, singing about, discussing, and sharing in their songs. Granted, the debut EP is out. There's not much more beyond that, but we're going to go and take a little sample of everything they put out there so far because it is absolute quality. But it is that confidence in delivery and in sharing these stories in the first place that I'm like, damn, I wish I fucking did that. And maybe I did it my own way, but not to this ability over half my lifetime ago. This band make me smile, make me angry, and make me all emotions in between. That's how effective they are at emitting and showcasing the passion they have for life and what they've taken from it and what they've garnered from it so far. So, describe your band in one sentence. Undergroundengland.com asked them. They said, bottled up chaos, but low rewind, bottled up chaos, best listened to loud. Finn said a hint of northern truth and youth culture. Elliot said Scouse racket on the edge of life. I like that. Sarah, a bunch of Scouse boys and a southern girl here to rip up the stage and blow your minds. The north-south divide has been broken as they combine for the good of their own. What's the word? Come on, T. Fuck the past. Live in the moment. Doesn't matter where you're from. Who influenced your music style? The band have many influences musically, the four of them channeling everything they listen to from NWA to Led Zeppelin. The band's sound is a melting pot of alt-rock, punk and hip-hop delivered via Northern Truth. Sonically, Stone like to deliver walls of noisy guitar derived from the 90s, Pixies, Pumpkins-esque alt-rock and Gang of Four style angular post-punk accompanied by huge Bonham-style drums and punky driving bass. John Bonham, Led Zeppelin. Legend. Lyrically, Finn is influenced by numerous artists such as The Streets. You're fit, but my gosh, don't you know it? I'm about to write a song. Another band that does a great job, Mike Skinner, of writing brutally honest lyrics about everyday life like a great observational stand-up comedian, and you're just with him. Dave, also absolutely fucking phenomenal. Joy Division and many more. Stone is a brutal, honest truth delivered from the Northwest. Share with us an interesting antidote behind any of your songs. They said, Leave It Out was the birth of Stone as we know it. The track was a realization that we had to stop pretending to be something we are not. The track was written during an intense and vulnerable period of change in all the band members' lives. This is represented within the track's angst and emotional delivery. That's what I've been reading from. See, I'm so in the moment, I'm not even reflective with regard to OBS right now. I was just reading what's there, and I can link this in the description below, in the Discord as well. Bob's your uncle. Is that the first or second rim shot today? I don't know. It makes sense then to look up, leave it out, doesn't it? Released in May of 2020. I like to swill tea around my mouth every now and again, almost like it's a mouthwash. I don't use mouthwash. I don't want to use mouthwash. I just brush my teeth. No need for mouthwash. But the thing with the tea, when you swill it around your mouth, you see, is that it just makes it feel more tea-y to me. And I like the flavor. So why not try and capture every taste bud there is in your gob in order to enjoy what you indulge in the... First thing I'm going to comment on as a drummer is the cymbals. I love the fact that they're so messy, and this is with respect. This is not a negative point. They're so messy that those frequencies just blend over top like you're in a tent. For me, this is a band that I would love to see in a fucking tent at a music festival, because I think they're going to go buck fucking wild. And that energy being contained so that the sweat can drip from the ceiling, not the sky, that's rain. But then you would just be completely immersed in the attitude and the arena that they create. And so these cymbals, that's what it makes me think of. That's what it inspires, because of how much I fucking love what I've heard from this lot so far. I like that it's making that ceiling to the mix.
I tried to fix it. I couldn't. It was done from the start. So you've got your eyes locked on your ex-girl's social media. That's fine, mate, but I promise it ain't healing yet. Lift your head on, man, there's plenty of girls, take a glance. There's one right there, yeah, I'll take her to dance. This feeling, it's familiar, but not so similar. As you get older, you'll find your sadness hides in tequila. Why does everyone keep staring at me? It's cause you're beautiful, mate, don't worry. Just leave it out. Everything is moving along.
I love the growl. I love how it goes from that spoken word poet laureate fucking spitting it out to that like, obviously that's not an impression. That's based on my underwater voice. Just leave it out.
I tried to fix it. I couldn't. It was done from the start. Just leave it out. Everything.
Do you know what we did when we were kids? We didn't have any fucking lights showing our parties. Alex and I he'd throw on the Xbox visualizer through a projection screen and let that do what this light show's doing throughout the whole house. The first Xbox, just to give you an idea of how long ago that was.
I tried to fix it. I couldn't. I was falling apart. Now it's 3 a.m. and you don't even know your own name. Third time this week, mate, it's your life going down the drain. Searching for love in these cold, dark streets. All you're gonna find is an empty heart and -70 in card receipts. So you're looking for a cure for loneliness. I can't tell you, a little clear bar won't help you. Oi boys, anyone wanna come this bar with me? Come on, lad, it's 5 a.m. time to get a taxi. Just leave it out. Everything is moving along. I tried to fix it.
The wall says, on the wall it says, let's party, bitch. Fucking killed that moment.
Couldn't. It was done from the start. Just leave it out. Everything is moving along. I tried to fix it. I couldn't. I was falling apart. Walking down the road, head up on wide paces. On the outer shell, all seems calm, but the eyes look jaded. Strides of rhythm and pride seems to know his reality, but step inside his mind and you'll find there's no morality. He's prone to being locked to his phone, but I'll tell you, my brother, he ain't no clone. He thinks for himself, clocked up, locked in a zone.
I remember being a teenager and being drunk, and instead of playing with a stuffy tiger, it was a toolbox. And I told everyone to go and tell Alex, one of my best friends, that I'd passed out snuggling a toolbox. Of course, he came down and burst out laughing, went, "Oh, John, mate's he's fallen down or fallen asleep with a toolbox." And I was like, "No, like I set this thing up." "No, you didn't." "Yes, I did." "No, you didn't." "Yes, I fucking did." And if I'm telling you this story now, because all these years later, I still feel that he doesn't believe me, and I still feel fucking... I set that up, motherfucker. Okay? You should know me better than that. It's all about how many jokes can I fit into the equation to bring smiles for others. And in that moment, I thought what would bring smiles, and did, to confirm, was hugging a big red toolbox. Where's this shit coming from right now?
He's an animal, you're an animal. We all have instincts, or we any different from a cannibal. So I need you.
Is this clock actually, as in like the time of day? Man, these guys got some fucking strong livers.
If we told each other how we think, would there be any need? Now that's the thing with life. Everybody's out for themselves in an ocean of greed. That's what I see. That's what I see. Just leave it out. Everything is moving along. I tried to fix it. I told us it was done from the start. Just leave it out. Everything is moving along.
There's a lot of really nice shit on the floor that clearly no one gives a fuck about because it's going to get kicked and trashed and spilt stuff on.
I tried to fix it.
Come on, guys. Let's party, bitches. Look at that. Great shot. Oh, what's this like live?
We are.
When was this released? Oh, before the music video even came out. November 17th of November 2019. Excuse me, some might say 2019.
Stone Media here to clean up the mess. This one's called Leave It Out.
Oh, right. This is an old lineup. There's nothing forced about this motherfucker, and that's what makes him so captivating. It's just him. Have a dance off with Future Islands. Go on.
Just leave it out. Everything is moving along. I tried to fix it. I couldn't. It was done from the start.
So you got your eyes locked on your ex-girl's social media. That's fine, mate, but I promise it ain't healing you. Lift your head up, man.
That's fine, mate, but I promise it's not healing yet. Okay, that's all I needed to know. Confirmed. Just as good, whether live, studio, and all in between. That's all I need to see. Your favourite music venue in the UK? You're sent to Mars, no check-in baggage, and you can take one record. Which one? Pixies Doolittle, says L. Alex says has to be the Biggie's Life After Death. Sarah Gorilla's Plastic Beach. That's very good. Finn, original Pirate Material, The Streets. Oh, man. Okay. We are proudly subculture inspired. How about you? Stone is a melting pot of multiple subcultures stemming from the bands and multiple influences. We are proud that we are inspired by other people's individuality. Yeah. Well, here's the cool thing about that, Stone. You're also really fucking original. Individual. Not original. Individual. Your original singular human specimen as a collective. There's only one Stone. Oh, this should Leave It Out live at Reading Festival 2021. I seem to have decided to get that ready. Oh, I remember why now. That's all I need to see of that. That's all I need to see of that. Because I want to make sure that we get to some other songs by these fuckers. All right, Stone Band. I searched that wrong, but it'll come up anyway. Thank you, YouTube. Okay, not Waste. That is the song of the week, but we'll get to that in a bit. So, let's see. Enemy. I've got some enemy things lined up here. Yeah, don't need that. Don't need that. We'll get to that. Yeah, Punkadonk came out last Friday. Don't need that right now. Oh, I opened it twice. That's precious. That's precious. I want to dive into other songs off of the record. Money, Hope It Ain't Gone. Let's get into this first. They've written in the bio down here that I know I could zoom in, but I'm not going to. Just trust that I'm reading it correctly. This song was the first co-written song by me, Finn, and Elliot. It takes from both our lives and the struggles we've faced. It's about the hope for a better future and the struggles growing up in the Gen Z or Z. It's a very special song for us. We hope you love it and make it your own. Thank you for fucking actually writing a bit of context underneath the song there. That's what I fucking live for. I nearly made this song of the week when it came out all those months ago, but here we are.
Lord, give me the strength to carry. I promise from the screen. Climb through the banks for a beautiful ride. A change, we want it, I feel it's coming. The riches, the flaunting, no money, don't got it. It's so dramatic, the trauma, the panic, the kids, so manic, elated, ecstatic. A change, we want it, I feel it's coming. The riches, the flaunting, no money, don't got it. It's so dramatic, the trauma, the panic, the kids, so manic, elated, ecstatic. And now I like to believe life will go on.
Isn't this song fucking incredible? I love so much how they slow it down to slow it down and get it ready, then lead back into the rest of the song. Are you ready? Ready? Dun, 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 dun. Like, this just must be colossal live. And the melody as well, going back to the first verse here. That's what I love so much. And there's obviously this is not an original melody, but I love when we walk up the stairs and we walk down the stairs. Da 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 da. Like, it just, oh, I fucking love that about music, man.
I like to believe life will go on. We all crave, take to be free, oh thank God. Wake up every day, isolated away. Days can be quite dark, sometimes I just survive.
The drum kit, pardon me, is very compact in this mix. It seems bigger than it is, but when those backing vocals come in to accent in that second verse there, they are so wide, so pretty much almost the entire way panned left or right in the stereo field, that it shows all this empty space between them and that drum kit that's really tight and bright in the middle. And not in a bad way. It's just, sometimes songs, as I've spoken about before, can be so all-consuming. This every little nook and cranny is taken up in the stereo field that it might lose a spark or power. Or by proxy of doing that, rather, not by proxy, but by doing that, it creates the drama that was intended. It creates that was intended. But with this, just having those backing vocals like that, it just says, whoa, don't forget what's coming at you right down the middle here. Right? The train track goes which direction? Straight. Yeah, there'll be bends along the way, but for the most part, it's straight. Don't lose sight of where you're going. Stay true to where the song is, the emotions they're sharing. It's just so good. It's so good.
emotional care. It's okay to be scared. What the future holds.
There's a tenderness in this delivery too. We've seen that, right? This is tender. This is more pure, more reflective.
In heavyweight times, the change we want it.
Slow it down.
Feel it's coming. The riches, the flaunting, no money, don't got it. It's so dramatic. The trauma, the panic, the kids so manic, elated, ecstatic. A change we want it. I feel it's.
I want to find this live. There's got to be a live version of this. Oh. It turns out I didn't even copy him. I didn't copy it properly. I wonder if there is a live version. No. Wrong button. YouTube Stone Live. Live, John. Okay, Victoria Warehouse, Manchester. Oh, this is only not even a month ago. This band is fucking legit. My God, let's skip to what we haven't experienced yet. It's in the last half of the song. As much as it annoys me that we're in a society now that has to film everything, I think it speaks volumes to music fans, musicologists, when they're at a show opening, and they're watching, an opening band, and there might only be 3 or 4 iPhones in shot in this crowd, but this crowd isn't there to see Stone. They're there for whoever the headliner was. But those 3 or 4 are like, fuck, I need to tell someone about this lot ASAP, right now. Nay, if it's a story or a Snapchat, whatever, etc., that's a positive. That's a win-win. Some people might on YouTube in the comment section, this crowd's bullshit. Well, I think what they're failing to realize is that sometimes this crowd doesn't know shit about this band. Nobody owes anyone anything. That's why when you see those 2 or 3 being like, fucking rights, I need to get this. Whoa. I need to get this going. Let me, yeah. I wouldn't usually have the flash on, but it's going to help capture these guys. Got to tell Cassandra about them, whatever it might be. Side note. And then for people like me, who filmed this? Martin MKW. No idea who Martin is. But if Martin hadn't filmed this, we wouldn't have had any we wouldn't have had any ability to dive into something live by them, in this case money, hope ain't gone, to verify the legitness level. Aight, let's get into another one. Let's go with Stupid. Is there song context on this one? My mouse speed is set, cursor speed is set way too fast. Chill out. Not on this one. Whoa, I fucking really like... Are those just the stickers? Damn, look at this fucking mise-en-scène going on right now. These yellows and greens are fucking sweet. Like, seriously love the trousers.
Think I'm stupid, I'm worthless. Feel like I'm insane. I've got no friends and no family who believe me when I say I don't need to be famous. If you don't like who I am, I couldn't care what you think. I'm my very own man. I take a tablet to help me, but instead it makes me plain. You can call me ready salted, you can dip me in your brain. Not excited by any.
I take a tablet, it makes me very plain. You can call me ready salted. That's just fucking genius. You're a Walker's fan, are you? Or maybe not, but the ready salted. That's hard to say. I'm a very plain motherfucker when it comes to what I eat, at least, anyway.
I keep my heart in my wallet and my feelings on the floor. You think I'm stupid?
By the way, Jaguar, just give them what they want, Jaguar. Give them what they want. Jaguar.
I'm not so stupid. You think I'm stupid?
This shit better be watered down, because that's gonna ruin the clothes I thought I could get from him. I mean, hang on, what?
I'm not so stupid.
Right, my concern is about their health and their eyeballs, not the clothes that I like and that I would like, not the clothes, the eyeballs.
I wake up every day being told that I am wrong. I punch a hole in my TV to make me feel strong. I don't need you to help me. I can handle things myself with some change in my pocket and some lyrics on the shelf. Don't need love or girlfriends to help me get by, but if you fancy dating me, I won't stop you if you try. I'm stupid, I sleep on the wrong side of the bed. I'm a walking infection, you'll want me out your head. You think I'm stupid? I'm not so stupid.
This is a one-take video, isn't it? How does it get to in the end? What? That is fucking sweet. That is fucking sweet. Look at the sheer panic in some of the faces here initially. Oh my God, that is so pure. Mouse, stop closing. By mouse, I mean me. He was gonna smash the bass on it. He's like, "Fucking wait a second! I'm gonna get a fucking broken collarbone if I keep." Oh man! I tell you this. Let's just watch it one last time. Keep an eye on the drummer. He does not flinch. He doesn't flinch. He gets fucking near decked by the wall. Has like a... The fuck did you do that for? I'm not fucking impressed with that. This guy could get hit by a fucking truck and he'd stand there and stare at it and be like, fucking do one. I was stood here. Get your own place. Truck's all bent like he's crashed into the Hulk. Respect. It's the kind of guy that just doesn't scare. You've tried 1,000 times to scare him. And you scare yourself because you see his eyes are like a mirror. And so you got to try and scare him. You see yourself, you fucking jump. Eat a move. Huh. Let's dance to the real thing. This song and the last song is not on the new Punkadonk EP, to be clear. Money is, and we'll get to the others after this.
When I'm from midnight boogie, good music's where I'm led. Hit the bars I play, the gold that always empty, all that's dead. The Bowie, the Lennon, and Mr. Mercury are being hidden from my ears. And it's saddening to see why are we drowning our lives and utter lazy heads don't even write their own words, so the emotion doesn't fit out.
Why are we drowning our lives? I like that line a lot.
The lazy heads don't even write their own. Saddening to see why are we drowning our lives and utter lazy heads don't even.
In utter lazy hits, yeah, we're going through a repetitive fucking syndrome of the same thing.
They never made music like they did back then, and it just goes on and on and on, and the new voices have so much to get through, to cut through, to be heard, to be through, to be seen, to be heard, to cut through, to be seen, to be heard. And then you've got all the tripe and the fucking grr. It's like they're all in a fucking factory in LA or different major cities around the world, like, let's churn out the same thing. Let's get guest vocalists. Let's get our vocalists. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do this again. Love you, love you, love you, love you. No, not quite the melody we're thinking of. Let's get Taylor Swift singer though, guaranteed hit. No shade. No shade to the Taylor Swift there. But when I think of pop star, okay, that's where that's coming from. Nothing negative here. Maybe the odd bit of cynical sarcasm, but
Let's dance to the real thing.
this is the first song that I discovered by this lot. Stone, Let's Dance, and I never fucking added it. You fucking moron. We'll rectify that.
Let's dance to the real thing. Let's dance to the real thing.
That's really good green screen work, that. Maybe not even green screen, maybe just fucking really good editing. And keying. That is fucking...
Let's dance to the real thing. Let's dance.
You can tell it's England because there's bricks. Everything in Canada, for the most part, is snap, crackle, and pop wood. All right, let's keep... Oh, I shut that. I didn't mean to do that. Let's dive in then to Stone Band. Songs off of this new EP. How long have I been going for? 38 minutes? This band is just so fucking good. Okay, right. We've done Money. We'll get to Waste. Let's do Moto. Motorola. They do a Chili Peppers By the Way cover live.
Standing in line to see the show tonight, and there's a light on, heavy glow. By the way, I tried to say I'd be there, waiting for Danny the girl to sing the songs to me beneath the marquee.
Very fucking talented lot. These are really are. Okay, so let's go. Moto, Radio Ready, Disruptor, Stone Band, Moto. There was a demo released many years ago. Here it is, the demo version of the song. There's a little difference, mainly just in the start of it. I'll play the EP version. That's pretty much the difference, is the first word in the whole song.
Hello, Moto.
Down the street, shoulders back, cause I got a hook like Cotto. See a girl in the crowd, she asked me for a photo. I love the fact that her breath smells like Coca-Cola. Put her digits in my Motorola. You ain't cool, dude, so take yourself and please roll over. Easy to say that I am coking you a roller cola. I need to sit down and breathe, my mood is so tripolar.
To be young, I remember when a friend said to us in Putney in a bar, he's like, "You ever taken a shot of vodka in the eyeball?" My friend's done it. It got him really messed up. And I was like, "You got messed up in the sense of what? He's fucking blind now? Or he got really drunk?" Needless to say, he fucking did it and regretted it. My reasoning was just, I don't need to take a shot to the eye. I'll just drink a bottle. I haven't drank in 3 years, to be clear. This is not some sort of like, you should get out there and drink. I want to see everyone right now send me photos and videos of taking a shot to the eyeball. Don't fucking do that. If you're going to do that, it's not because I fucking told you. So don't be like that. But here's the thing. Don't fucking do that. But if you do it, I didn't tell you to do it. And if you say, well, I brought it up and I inspired it, bullshit. Bullshit. Look at me talking as if there's going to be some sort of court summoning in the future.
Manchester's full of rum.
Right, this demo is very much a demo. What I'm going to do is mute this and play you whilst we watch this. Let me skip it in 1:03. About the same. Let's go.
I barely even know, I'll be Shrek, babe, and you be Fiona. Fickle friends, watch from afar, they're juiced up on FOMO. Try to keep up cause my life is always on the flow, though. They're sick and tired of trust cause they can't control you. I ain't mad, I'll just have to demote.
What I like about this is this is an all-consuming mix. It's dark. It's intense. You feel like, again, we're going back to being in that tent. Oh my God, they are really fucking drinking like crazy in this. Let me play a little bit again.
Yeah.
And then this guy came up to me and he asked me to put my digits in his phone, but I don't think he's quite there in the head. I mean, he had a Motorola. Who even has a Motorola these days?
I used to have a Motorola Razr, and that's a part of my history. So, yeah. But this is certainly the song where we've not got big thrashy. Oh, mic stand stuck. Chill out. Oh, Theo, we're all good. That's just me. I know the cat's jumped down. He's like, you fucking shaking this mic stand around. I'm going to get out of here. But the thing is that in this mix, a lot more electronic, a lot more playing with you for. It's like you've been dropped into the middle of a really fucked up Game Boy situation, right? They're over there. They're all drinking, buck wild, going crazy. There's a guy over there with a Motorola eyeing up everyone. The way that you're drinking that liter of vodka right now, may I suggest you give me your digits into this Motorola, please? Oh, that's Harley. Took scary Background photo for my phone. Evil, conniving King Harls. Anyway, I like the fact that this made the cut because it stands out, but it's also incredibly witty. It takes me back to being a youth tenfold. So I'm glad that they tweaked a bit and threw it in there. Radio Ready. Let's get a little sample of that in here. Radio Ready. And this tune actually follows Motorola on the EP as well. So they immediately return. It's like when I have anything that's a bit more alternative and quirky and what was at radio.com, I want to make sure that the algorithm I built immediately brings you back to that fucking flaming guitar rock and roll, baby. Cheesy as shit. I know, I'm aware of that. Let's get this a bit farther through.
Wanna rip through like I make crime. Same as the rest, they sound the same, it's a practice. They even have the same accents. I ain't holding back, kissing up that elastic. London's calling you plastic. Fuck. Now it's radio ready.
There was no video for that one. We're going to dive into right now the song of the week, number 53, The Choice, Waste. Firstly, I want to see what this person, Darren Quinn, captured at that same Manchester gig of their live performance.
People, this next song's a new one. We've only played it once before in Bristol, and they enjoyed it. But you know what, Manchester? You guys are loud because you're northern. You know what I mean? We got that fucking power. We got that fucking power. This one's called Waste.
Well, easy, lad. I'm from around Bristol, but I guess they were just a bit too, what, just chewing on like fucking, I don't know, just chewing on like potatoes or something, like just chewing on beetroot leaves instead of clapping and singing along. You know, give them a chance next time. They'll have that energy kick in.
You probably hate me, but what can I say? I'm a hateable guy who loves to play the game. I want to be noticed, I want to be there. And when you see me, I just want to be there. Into your heart, doesn't die. I want that when you see me, you fall down strong. I want to be worshipped, I want to be adored. There's no one when you see me, I don't want to be no more. Childhood.
I fucking love his energy so much. Okay, let's dive into the music video version of Stones, Waste, Song of the Week, choice number 53. The final lap.
You probably hate me, but what can I say? I'm a hateable guy who loves to play the game. I wanna be noticed, I don't care if it hurts. I'm the devil incarnate. I just want to be transferred into your heart, so you'll love me till you die. I want that when you see me, you fall down and cry. I wanna be worshipped, I want to be adored.
Stone Roses shout out, is it? Either way, that's what it takes my brain. That brain. Yeah.
Childhood frustration, I book low for the wasters. Dry your eyes, say no to keep yourself outside police stations. Childhood frustration, I book low for the wasters. Dry your eyes, say no to keep yourself.
And I feel like this song encompasses everything that they've released in Punkadonk. It's got every shade and flavor of what Stone have shown you. What I like about this song is that it's right on the edge. It's right on the edge in terms of the mix, in terms of the vocals, in terms of the journey. Can you hear them? You got to lean in a bit. Like, it's like you got to focus a little bit more. It's not that it's too quiet. I'm just saying that it's playing more with that lack of space. We've heard songs where you've got that left, right, and some space in between it, down into the center. You've got those all encompassing, but this is one that takes from all of those. And it really showcases just the rampant and raucous energy that this lot have. Long story short. Right? It's like they're just clinging on. Like when you see skateboarders on the back of a bus in a city centre, like, get a fucking free ride. Fuck! Just clinging on for dear life, but getting such a thrill out of doing it in the first place. Thanks, brain.
I say? I'm a hateable guy who loves to play the game. I wanna be noticed, I don't care if it hurts. I'm the devil incarnate, I just want to beat your fat into your heart, so you'll love me till you die. I want that when you see me, you fall down and cry. I wanna be Russian.
What's on his shirt again? Big Dog.
I want to be adored. Know that when you see me, the show won't be no more. Vodka and the mixes, most sacred of the fixes. Drown your lungs in smoke of the most overtaxed bifters. Vodka and the mixes, most sacred of the fixes. Drown your lungs in smoke of the most overtaxed.
I've got some advice for this band. When I look, I may have worked in radio commercially for over a decade and then left to start What Was That Radio. And these days, what I do to make sure I earn the money to allow this to grow at its own and sustainable pace without the pressure of, I need money now, why is no one? Because I'm not advertising, I'm still building. Come on, be realistic with it. There's a lifelong 30-year plan for this station that will succeed because I choose what success is to me, not what the masses define it as. I do. And it's already successful. As far as I'm concerned, can I get more? Yes. In time. Stack produce, work in produce at a grocery store. Some might say supermarket, Stone, in case you see this. When you're wasted and you wake up the next day, I had a gentleman in his 90s come up to me about 6 months ago and say, have you got any black plums? And I said, I don't think so. Actually, yes, I do. Bring him out a fresh box of black plums after checking in the fridge. And he went, I was in Germany many years back, about 40 years ago, getting absolutely pissed wasted. Big beer festival, go figure. And the Germans taught him, and he shared with me, even though I don't drink, but Stone, maybe this will work for you. Eat a black plum when you're hungover and try and find a way to incorporate other black plums into what you might be having, breakfast or smoothie or whatever. Because apparently they're a great hangover cure. He didn't tell me smoothie. He just said he would eat 3 to 5 black plums as is. Further, he needed them now because he was really hungover, so he's glad I had them. I don't know. I'm just passing that on. I can't try that out. Maybe someone can watching this. I'm not sure. Let me know. Answer on a postcard. Or text me through the What Was That Radio app, free for your Android and smartphone. With the link available via whatwasthatradio.com. Surely I have something that's like celebratory.
That was legitness.
Okay.
Probably hate me, but what can I say? I'm a hateable guy who loves to play the game. I wanna be noticed, I don't care if it hurts. I'm the devil incarnate, I just want to be transparent.
Out of tea.
Then I realized I sat at the bar, speaking to the bartender. I need some help. I think I'm going older. I'm losing my mind. It's a matter of taste. Just so you know. I wait.
I'll be in the video and I'm pretty recognizable, but blur out my fucking eyes, will ya? It's not. Jesus, I'd like to apologize for that burp. I just drank all this tea. And just being me, I don't really care. It's just how it's been for a while. Hey, I was going to say that guy reminds me of my music teacher many years back, James T. I won't say his surname. And the other point I was going to make, I forget. The burp kind of caught me off guard there. Oh, today in the store, I was getting ready to get some more spring onions out, and I was just checking, okay, how much should I prep, cut, wrap, bring out the front here, get on the shelf. And then a human just let rip. My God. Like, sometimes a fart is so pungent and so strong that you feel like a literal wall has been built fuck? Oh, Jesus Christ. Where did this invisible wall come from? And it stinks. That's a skill. That's a skill. I mean, or it's delightfully simple. You might have just eaten a bunch of really bad food. I mean, either way, where did that come from? The burp. That's where that story came from. I feel like I'm trying to subconsciously deflect my burp to that. It's fine. I went to school with a guy that honestly thought that women didn't shit until he was 17 years old. And then when Lucy took a dump in the bathroom and showed him, he near fainted. I'm still not sure if I believe that or not. But surely all my friends wouldn't have it wasn't about me. It was about Jay. Jay, if you come across this after all these years, can you confirm if that was legit? Did you really think women couldn't shit? Where did you think the shit went? And how? Let's get back to Stone. Well, please see Jaguar gave them what they want. This band, they're on the right label. They're on the right path. They're fucking tremendously talented. And that's an understatement. And I'm really excited to see where the future of Stone goes. Thank you so much for checking out Song of the Week, number 53, Stone, and a deep dive passionately into all their workings, and particularly the song Waste. Whatever you do in the rest of your day, and as always, please look after yourself. Have fun. Oh, wait. Sorry. What I was going to say before I got to my closing statement is, if you enjoyed this band, please consider following them on social media if you've got it. Granted, I don't have much of social media, but if you've got it, follow them. Feel free to message them and say, found out about you on What Was That Radio. Fucking so excited about you. Buy their merch, get to their shows, do what you can, support them like we will try and do as a collective and community of whatwasthatradio.com. And whatever you're doing the rest of your day, and as always, please subscribe to their YouTube. Okay? And whatever you're doing the rest of your day, and as always, please look after yourself. And hope there's some fun and smiles involved in the rest of it as well. Because we've got to cherish that positive. I really fucking appreciate your time. And until next time, cheerio.